Did you know that one simple habit, done right from your living room, can protect your heart, lower your blood pressure, and even help you sleep better? At a time in life when doctor visits seem to come with more prescriptions than answers, it's easy to feel like our health is out of our hands. But that's not the full story. You have more power than you think. And it starts with how you move your body. Gently, consistently, and with intention. By the time we reach our 60s, 70s, or beyond, everything changes. Food affects us differently. Stress sticks around longer. And movement? It's no longer about speed or strength. It's about stability, confidence, and keeping our independence. Maybe you've noticed your blood pressure creeping up, or that it takes longer to recover from everyday activity. Maybe you're waking up at night, restless, not knowing why. Here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this way. There are simple, safe ways to help your heart stay strong and your body stay steady without ever setting foot in a gym. No machines, no trainers, no pressure. Just movements that are gentle, intentional, and designed for where you are in life. Let's begin with something almost everyone can do: walking. You might think walking is too basic to matter, but brisk walking is one of the most powerful tools we have to protect the heart and steady blood pressure, especially for older adults. It's not about how far you go or how fast. It's about rhythm. When you walk at a pace that gets your heart beating just a little faster without leaving you breathless, you're giving your cardiovascular system the exact kind of support it needs. Studies show that just 30 minutes of brisk walking a day can lower your systolic blood pressure by as much as 10 points. That's the kind of change that can lead to fewer pills and more freedom in daily life. And walking doesn't just help your heart, it also quiets the mind. Stress is one of the sneakiest causes of high blood pressure, but a quiet stroll through your neighborhood or a morning walk after breakfast can calm your nervous system in ways no medication can. Take Harold, a 78-year-old from Minnesota. He emailed to say that he started walking every morning, even though it was hard at first. His legs were stiff, and he doubted it would help. But after 2 weeks, he wasn't feeling as tired when standing, and his blood pressure numbers started to improve. All from a daily walk. That's the magic of consistency. You don't need to walk far, you just need to walk often. And here's something we often overlook. Walking with someone else, a spouse, a friend, even your dog, adds a layer of connection that's good for your heart too. Loneliness is heavy, but walking together makes that weight easier to carry. Now let's move to something you can do right inside your home: chair squats. At first glance, standing up from a chair and sitting back down might not seem like much, but this simple movement activates the largest muscles in your body, your legs and glutes. And these muscles play a crucial role in helping your heart. When your leg muscles are strong, they help push blood back up to your heart. That means better circulation, lower blood pressure, and less risk of blood pooling or clotting in your legs. These are real concerns as we age and spend more time sitting. Even just doing a few squats a day, rising from a chair without using your arms, helps keep your blood vessels flexible and responsive. When your vessels can expand and contract easily, your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood through your body. That helps prevent hypertension and supports heart health over the long term. But the benefits aren't just physical. Chair squats build confidence. So many older adults quietly carry a fear. What if I fall? What if I can't get back up? Every time you rise from that chair using your own strength, you're sending a message to your brain and body. I can do this. And that message builds self-trust. Martha from Oregon, age 82, told us she started with just 5 squats a day. Her knees cracked and she needed to hold onto the arms at first. But after 3 weeks, she could do 10 squats without assistance, and her doctor noted that her resting heart rate had gone down. More importantly, she felt steadier, safer. These small victories add up. They don't just strengthen your muscles, they strengthen your spirit. Let's pause here. That's the first step: reclaiming your movement, reclaiming your confidence, and realizing that no matter your age, your body still wants to work with you. Let's move to another powerful but often overlooked movement: Wall push-ups. You might hear the word push-up and immediately picture something too hard or punishing. But wall push-ups aren't about pushing limits. They're about awakening strength. And they perfect for older adults because they remove the pressure from your joints while still giving your upper body the activity it craves. Why does this matter for your heart? Because every time you push your body away from the wall, you're engaging your chest, shoulders, arms, and upper back, all essential to maintaining good circulation in your upper body. The motion increases blood flow, helps keep your arteries responsive, and reduces the kind of pressure buildup that often leads to heart attacks later in life. Think about it like this. The heart isn't just a pump, it is part of a system. When your muscles support that system, your heart doesn't have to carry the whole burden. Resistance movements, even light ones, create what doctors call vascular elasticity, the ability for your blood vessels to stretch and adjust. That can lower your risk for sudden spikes in blood pressure. And here's a bonus. Wall push-ups naturally improve posture. When you're standing upright, facing the wall, and moving with intention, your chest opens, your breathing deepens, and your body begins to remember what it feels like to stand tall. Leonard, a 74-year-old retired teacher, started doing wall push-ups while brushing his teeth. Just 10 a day at first. Now, he does 30 while watching the evening news. He told me something I want to forget. I used to feel like my chest was collapsing in. Now I breathe easier, I walk taller, and I don't get winded bringing in the groceries. That's not about becoming a bodybuilder. That's about giving your heart the space to breathe, literally. Next up, leg raises. Quiet, simple, underrated. Leg raises are one of those movements that look like they're doing very little until you feel what's happening inside your body. When you lift each leg, slowly, carefully, you're waking up the largest muscles in your lower body. And that motion pulls blood upward, back toward your heart, helping circulation and preventing blood from pooling in your legs. Poor circulation isn't just uncomfortable. It can raise blood pressure, cause swelling, and lead to long-term issues like fatigue or dizziness. But leg raises done daily can gently reverse that trend. The best part, you can do them almost anywhere, sitting in a chair, lying on your bed, even standing at the kitchen counter. Raise one leg slowly, hold it for a moment, then lower it with control. Breathe through it. That breath tells your body, I'm safe, I'm steady. It lowers internal stress and keeps your nervous system in balance. I remember Ethel, 81, who told me she hadn't walked to the corner store in years without feeling shaky. After just 3 weeks of doing leg raises, she noticed she was gripping the railings less. Her stride was stronger. She told me, I stopped feeling fragile. That feeling matters. It's the difference between holding back and moving forward. It's easy to underestimate these exercises because they seem so small, but what they really are is consistent. And consistency is the medicine no one bottles. It's what makes all the difference. Not pushing too hard, not giving up, but showing up every day with a little movement, a little breath, and the belief that your health is still worth protecting. Let's take a moment here. You don't need to do everything at once. You just need to begin. Maybe today it's a 5-minute walk. Tomorrow it might be 10. Maybe you try 2 chair squats or 3 wall push-ups. What matters isn't how much you do, it's that you do something. Because every step, every stretch, every lift you do with care is your body saying, I'm still here, I still want to live well. And guess what? You deserve that. There's something truly powerful about discovering strength in simplicity. And nowhere is that more evident than in these exercises. They don't ask for speed. They don't demand perfect form. They ask for presence, for you to show up, move your body, and trust the process. Let's revisit wall push-ups for a moment, because they're worth repeating. This movement might look too easy, too gentle, but that's exactly why it works. You don't need to get on the floor. You don't need to strain your wrists or shoulders. All you need is a wall, a bit of space, and the willingness to begin. Here's how to do them. Stand about an arm's length from the wall. Place your palms flat at shoulder height. Slowly bend your elbows and lean in toward the wall, controlled, steady. Then push yourself back. Do it slowly, with breath. Feel your body supporting you. That's strength. Even 5 a day can shift the way you feel in your body. 10 can start to build stamina. And over time, they change more than your muscles. They change your mindset. Harold, another Harold, age 74 this time, told me he started doing wall push-ups in the morning while waiting for his tea to steep. I didn't think they'd do anything, he said, but now I can carry my groceries without stopping halfway. I breathe deeper. I feel taller. This is what happens when we stop trying to fight aging and instead start moving with it, with purpose, with care. Let us talk about something else that doesn't get enough credit, the emotional impact of movement. When we move, gently, daily, we're not just improving circulation or keeping our joints flexible. We're reminding ourselves that we're still active participants in our lives. We're not sitting on the sidelines watching our strength fade. We're reclaiming it. One step, one lift, one breath at a time. That's why every single one of these exercises is more than physical. Chair squats are about proving to yourself that you can rise. Leg raises are about finding power in your foundation. Walking is about moving through the world with your head up and your heart steady. And wall push-ups? They're about facing resistance and pushing through it, literally. These movements help prevent heart attacks. They lower blood pressure. They calm anxiety. But they also build something no pill can give you, belief in your own body again. And let's be honest, belief can be hard to hold on to as we age, especially when every commercial or Dr. S visit seems to remind us of everything we've lost. But that's only one part of the story. There's so much still available to you. You can still walk around the block. You can still rise from a chair with strength. You can still take a deep breath and feel your lungs fill with life. You can still hold yourself tall at the kitchen counter, feeling strong in your frame. You can still start now. If you're still reading, it means something in you wants this. Not just the information, but the change. You don't have to become a different person. You just have to show up for the person you already are. The one who has lived through so much, who still has so much to give, and who deserves a heart that feels steady and a body that feels strong. And remember, you're not alone in this. There are thousands, millions of others, just like you, who are stepping into this phase of life with a quiet determination, who are saying, I might be older, but I'm not done yet. Who are walking in the mornings, squatting by the couch, lifting their legs before bed, and pressing into the wall every day, building strength and courage. So what do you say? Are you ready to join them? Let's do one more thing before we move to the final part. I want you to ask yourself, what's one movement I can try today? Just one, and then try it. Not to be perfect, just to begin. That first push, that first lift, that first walk. It matters more than you know. Here is the truth we don't hear often enough. Getting older doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean surrendering your strength, your confidence, or your ability to live fully. In fact, this season of life might be the most important time to take care of the body that S carried you this far. And it doesn't take an overhaul. It starts with 5 exercises, simple, powerful, real. Brisk walking, chair squats, wall push-ups, leg raises, and the gentle decision to begin again every day. None of these require a gym. You don't need special equipment, fancy routines, or someone shouting at you through a screen. All you need is a small space, a quiet commitment, and the willingness to listen to your body and move with it, not against it. When done consistently, these movements can support your heart, lower your blood pressure, and restore the kind of calm that only comes from knowing your body is still working for you, not failing you. They help improve circulation, ease anxiety, and bring a renewed sense of balance, physically and emotionally. But more than anything, they help rewrite the story we're told about aging. Because aging isn't just decline. It's resilience. It's the wisdom to do what matters. It's knowing the difference between pushing hard and moving smart. It's the courage to say, I can't do what I used to, but I can still do what I need. And that shift in thinking, that's where power begins. One of the most inspiring messages I ever received was from a woman named Ruth. She was 86. She told me she started doing wall push-ups every time she went to the kitchen. At first she did 5 a day, then 10, then more. And she said something I'll never forget. It didn't change everything, but it changed how I feel about everything. That's it right there. We don't move just to stay fit. We move to feel more alive, to breathe easier, to stand taller, to trust ourselves, to feel at home in our bodies again, and it's never too late to start. So I want to leave you with a question, not a lecture. What's one thing you're willing to try this week? One walk? One squat? One push-up against the wall? You don't have to do them all, just one. And then maybe tomorrow, you try it again. That's how real change happens. Not in a flash, but in quiet moments of effort that begin to add up. Days become weeks, weeks become strength, strength becomes confidence. And confidence leads to freedom, the freedom to walk without fear, the freedom to sleep through the night, the freedom to say, I feel good in my body again. If you've made it this far, thank you. It means you care about your health, your heart, your life. And we care too. We believe in your ability to change, not into someone new, but into the strongest, most confident version of who you already are. So go ahead. Move. Even just a little. Your heart will thank you. And if this message has meant something to you, if you learned even one small thing that makes you feel more hopeful, share it. Someone else might need this reminder too. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to care for your body. We're in this together. One step, one breath, one day at a time.